Let's do it, Brutus.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
No way, you're playing with the Giants, bro? You think you finna win?
Of course.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back.
Yo, what the fuck?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, Charles, look, this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not.
Don't think you're gonna get that.
Because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield.
Yo, where's the comp at, bro? Where's the competition at?
What's harbinger mean?
I got you.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Where the comp at? Where the comp at?
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate?
Oh my gosh! What the fuck was?
What are we doing?
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it was my offense. It was my offense.
My defense.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the 32.
Oh, my defense, bro. What is my defense doing?
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down.
Why are we glazing Barkley now? Why are we glazing Barkley?
Barkley always been my guy, yo.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Throwing Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. After one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 19-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll try to run for it.
What the fuck?
In the backfield, and he will not escape.
Just kick the ball, gang. Just kick the ball.
2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It would be a very makeable field goal.
What do we do, bro? You know what? I'm going to call a timeout. Just get your 3 points.
I want 7.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. Now Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got it.
I want 7.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
In motion left, Robinson. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they're going instead with Barkley. Take it on in.
What happened?
Touchdown.
I want 7.
Quan Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame.
I want 7.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. The PAT up and good.
And a flag.
There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Hey, bro, my fault, bro. I try to hear your kicker.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On 1st down, Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be upended at the 20.
Yo, I don't know how the hell you throw that pass.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out.
Too goaty, gang. I'm too goaty.
That pass is nice, though. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it down.
That little sidearm shit is crazy.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
How they don't fucking hit?
The Chiefs have got the pass.
Good run, good run.
And another first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman.
Good one, good one, good one.
Kansas City touchdown.
It's too easy, bro. It's too easy.
That was a good touchdown run.
To tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
That was good defense, bro. That's a good defense. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be a pick right there.
I thought I was looking for the pick, but I was like, damn, he got me on that one. Stop biting me, girl. Go play.
And then you got a brand new ball game.
Go play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Ouch! Stop biting me.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half.
No.
As the kicks away. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers is
Woo!
so a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disastrous.
I don't know how he even dropped it.
The way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure.
Come on, Barkley, you gotta fucking dip, dive, dodge.
Secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was a good first half. That's a good first half.
Huh?
That was a good first half.
Yeah, it definitely was. You got it on that second quarter.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This is my defense, bro. My defense is balance.
Like, I'm scared to throw the ball because I know this motherfucker throws interceptions, and this game just like, okay, we're going to intercept every pass.
1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral.
What the fuck? Why? What the fuck did I push to make him throw it back?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter,
was it L2 to, is it R1 the lateral?
Yeah, L2 is the lateral. Were you trying to dance?
No, I was just trying to run straight.
Oh, run straight is R2.
Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Oh, like stiff arm is what? R1, right? Or X?
No, stiff arm is X.
Okay.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down just shy of
And then dive is
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Motherfucker could have been.
Picking up the run blitz and detecting it.
He could have been gone.
Turning into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for you.
I got to use what I know how to do.
He's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And Brandon, you know that expression?
Coco, move, please.
It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
25 yards that time.
We want 7.
Barkley inside handoff.
Good stop, good stop.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Damn sure did.
On what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones.
No!
Tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Shit. See? I know. Yo, it was him cutting. Every time they cut, they fucking throw an interception.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Told you. I told you every time you pass it, they're going to easily intercept it.
Now it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last 2 drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I actually used that play.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
No, come on. Come on.
Be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Barkley again.
Damn, that was on me.
As he stopped for a loss. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they...
That's caught. It's Warner. Touchdown.
Woo! Woo!
It's a 6-yard touchdown.
Told you.
And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. No,
you gonna say you using the Giants?
That's where they're gonna look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover.
Oh, my defense sucks,
it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against.
Now, it's my offense. Yo, my defense, I let you get all the way up the field. So who's saying defense is what?
Well, the Giants' defense is better.
You got upfield using the same damn play 6 times.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will return this one to the
GG's, bro. I don't know why he did that as a best.
You still got opportunity to win.
Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day.
You got 4 minutes.
1st and 10 here. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now you know you done stopped me like this before.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down?
Nah, come on. Woo! Okay. That was lucky. That was lucky.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down.
That was lucky.
The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now he's free up the left sideline. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding
good girl.
haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down.
Good catch, good catch.
At the Giants 18. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Don't quit. You got 1 minute
I'm gonna put my dog away.
Oh, you got, yeah, my dog been biting me all day.
All right, bro, we're back, run it back, come on.
All right, you ready? Get! I will knock your fucking...
I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now 1st and goal. Mahomes will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
Ah!
Takes this one into the end zone.
Did
it! Things get a little bit.
Did it!
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here.
I told you, man.
They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1.
Oh, he going for a 2?
That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1-to-5 play drive, you actually build up momentum.
And he got it?
There is he'll make the diving catch. And he's
No!
got conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop.
Oh, my God. You could...
GG, bro. GG.
Giants are going to win the football game. Again, it's Barkley.
That's it. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either.
We don't take knees.
Sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Saquon Barkley running right.
Good game.
Will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And
Big Blue. Whoa.
Victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today.
Yeah, that was a good.
Respect
And he only threw 70 yards.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
We got it. We got that win. That's what's up. We got that win. I have to find that play that he was using.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Aaron Rodgers going back home.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lambeau.
Off we go from Lambeau.
Now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
They'll They'll start the drive here with an end around. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Oh, he fakes a spike. And right away, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw.
Holy fuck!
And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike.
Good play, good play.
They score. Luke Musgrave, 60 yards. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That was a good play, good play.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Damn it.
Turn is he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly.
Damn it.
It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Wow!
First throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Fuck!
I tell you what, credit is due.
Come on, this is some bullshit, ref.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there.
It can be
What's going on?
But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Okay, they got. Oh my gosh, am I going to win?
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's get it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I gotta win. I gotta win.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit.
That's right. Let's move it, baby.
They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
He's down by 10. He's down by 10.
On EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller.
Let's go.
7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and 2, Jones.
Oh, come on. Oh, no, 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 no. Time out, 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 time out.
Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Come on, Bark, you're moving too slow.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Oh, my gosh. Come on, bro.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's
Come on, I'm on his ass, bro. No man.
Gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Big A. Sean Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Open man is Musgrave.
How is he in there like that? Come on, bro.
And final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
How the fuck?
It's caught. Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs in the final seconds of the first half. And the
That's some bullshit right there, Madden.
Before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now Jones, a final shot before break. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on, I gotta do something,
Giants
bro.
Offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, it's Robinson.
What the fuck?
May need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down They got him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around.
Come on.
That gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up.
Wow!
Jones for the third time in this ball.
Oh my fucking gosh, yo! Where's the fucking directional?
Inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add.
Oh my fucking god. Y'all deserve to lose.
We've seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. Second down and 6 now. Ready? Love going to give this one to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a
come on, we gotta get them to kick a field goal or something.
Sometimes when you abandon the running game, it's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, here's Dillon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
Ready. Love, this is 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Come on, yo, they be holding.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag. Jones.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Come on!
3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, You think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that.
What's up, Wolfmaster? How you doing? What you getting into? Where's your mother?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history. Set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay, I hear that,
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh my God, you gotta come on. We gotta do this.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants.
Yes.
In motion right is Robinson. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football.
Good man walking.
Right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They'll just head straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. And a screen
Damn.
is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
As usual,
I gotta win. I gotta win.
Making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. And Robinson, the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep.
Oh, come on. That was on me, bro.
Yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The this will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
Why did I?
Should be backed up to the 25. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chopping at the bit
Yes.
to get the football. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I have to win.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now O'Connell.
Oh, no.
It's his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10.
How is he? Yo, the motherfucker holding me, bro.
Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. Back to throw again. That is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Throwing Jones. That's complete to his tight end Waller. Touchdown. Darren Waller. As the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Let's go!
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gold.
Oh, they get the ball back.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
How? Yo, he was holding my fucking man, bro.
Malcolm Kuntz in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This defense coming out after the half.
If that ain't fucking cheating, I don't know what is, bro.
A little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Are you fucking serious?
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
He plugged in his in.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
And there defensively was Jack Jones.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Running again with Barkley on.
Come on, yo. He is.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Illegal man down.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. In motion, Slayton. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he maybe...
Yo, I swear, he put a fucking Zen on now.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And he is going to have the Giants 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Oh my fucking gosh, yo.
And he's able to get it back to the
It wasn't even circled.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run right here with Jacobs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. O'Connell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. To the air again with O'Connell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive.
What the fuck? How did he overthrow him?
Comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row?
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after this. Play action. Now O'Connell. That's caught by Myers. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. Over the middle and Mayer.
Come on.
And they've got it. Another nice gain.
Oh, I'm playing Las Vegas.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Yo.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs.
What's going on?
Back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Hello?
It's a loss on the play. Not what you need.
What you getting into?
Here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Huh?
Once again,
Oh, okay.
back to throw.
Nah, I'm home. I was gonna come over there, but I know you was probably asleep.
Now O'Connell now to throw.
You?
This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, it's Moore in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
No. Oh, they're in the house?
A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Carlson now to add the extra point.
Yeah, he called.
And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th.
All right, just let me know when you're heading that way. I'll come out that way.
So this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th.
All right.
As the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be intercepted.
Fucking.
In enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Yo, they do not run fucking routes on here, man.
And that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he gets it down to the 32. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now on 2nd down. O'Connell. And it's caught. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Jacobs will take this.
He walked right in there.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just